Hey everyone, sitting across from me now is the musician, producer extraordinaire, Celimar. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you guys for having me.
We ran into each other at the Latine GLAAD Honors. Yes, and there you were saying how you feel like LA is home, is where you're supposed to be.
So now I've been here. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. After that, I moved to Orlando. I spent there 7 years, and so this is going to be my first full year in Los Angeles. And I never thought for a second. It never crossed my mind that I would end up here, especially doing what I'm doing. And ever since I got here, it's just a place. It's a beautiful place filled with opportunities for everybody, and I've been able to achieve a lot of things in less than a year that I wasn't able to do through the beginnings of my career, even in Puerto Rico or in Orlando.
You gotta talk about that.
I actually, because I felt the same way when I landed in LA and I was like, I'm home for some reason. I felt like that. But Puerto Rico is such a wonderful place, and it's so rich in music. So tell me a little bit about how you started. How did you start getting into music, and then coming to terms with who you are? That's a loaded question. It's a lot, but
So I guess, let's see, where do I start? Well, I guess nobody in my family is music inclined, and I was the first one to pick up a guitar at 5 years old. I asked for my mom to give me a guitar for Christmas, and she was like, what the heck? But she got it, and I was self-taught, right? So there grew my interest for music, but at the same time, I went through my life, I never thought I would also be an artist, or that I would be, again, a writer or anything. I actually started nursing, and I went from nursing to being a songwriter, which is a big jump.
Wow.
But yeah, 3 years ago, 4 years ago now, I went through a breakup, and I was looking for a way to channel my emotions, so I took on songwriting as a hobby. And I wasn't a writer before or nothing, but I guess I found my passion in that, and then from there I just started writing, and then I fell in love with every little aspect of music, the engineering side, the producing side, and singing.
So it was a heartache. It was that inspired you and moved you to it.
Yes.
What was your experience like finding your identity and who you are? And when did you come to terms and were like, okay, I'm owning this. This is who I am.
So it's crazy because the first ever memory that I have as a kid is liking a girl, and I didn't know that was the wrong thing before. I just I liked the girl, and that was it. And I was like, what, 7? And I went for a few years after that, again not thinking that was something, that there was anything wrong, until obviously I get to middle school and I start because I've always been an introvert, by the way, little social anxiety bug. But I started learning and, talking to friends, and they all have boyfriends and everything. And I'm like, but I like this girl. And I think I was 14 when I came out to my parents. It wasn't an easy thing to do. I come from a very traditional Catholic family. And it took my mom a year to accept it. But after that, honestly, I came to terms throughout, my high school and everything. I told my mom, and thankfully now, 12 years later, everybody accepts me, everybody's proud. I'm proud of who I am, and I guess that's how it happened.
Did you draw any inspiration from those experiences in your album?
Yes. Oh, yeah. El Problema Eras Tú. So this last album, I was the writer on the whole album, and that's, just pretty much a collection of all, my experiences, heartbreaks, and those stories.
Me encanta que we said, El Problema Eras Tú is the name of the album, but the name of the song is El Problema Eres Tú. So you went from you were to no, by the way, I thought about it, and you are the problem.
It's a small little change on that word, but my song, I wanted to make sure que la persona sepa, that you're the problem.
And now I'm cashing in on this.
Right.
Yeah, for real.
And also you have your own record label, La Vitamina C.
Yes.
So how'd you begin that? Because I feel like that's such a big...
Thank you to LA. So again, a place filled with opportunities. In September, my manager and I, got together and opened my own label, which right now I started it with urban artists. The 3 of them are in Orlando. They're all Puerto Rican, and one in Miami and one over here. But I'm actually doing a switch over and I'm turning it into an all-women label. So La Vitaminosa Music is about to, I'm about to join forces with another record label, and we're gonna make this happen and hopefully go bigger and help out women in the community, and yeah.
Amazing. Is the focus gonna be on what genre of music?
Anything. So it started as an urban label, but yeah, anybody that I decide to take on, regardless of the genre, just whatever.
Are there any qualities you look for in like a musician, or like something that you're like, oh, I know that I want this artist?
Yeah, so for me, like one of the things that separates me from a regular artist, especially nowadays, is like you have to have discipline, and I'm a very disciplined person. Like I said I was gonna move here, leave everything behind, and come here. So trust that every day I work for that. Every day I'm in the studio and I'm disciplined. So I'm not, who am I to judge anybody's talent? As long as the person is disciplined and they have their head in the game, their feet on the ground, I'm looking forward to work.
I want to finally ask you, because Pride coming up, is how has your pride changed throughout the years?
Oh, again, I started as a little insecure, little anxiety bug, and now I am proud to go anywhere and show who I am and represent my community. So pride has been something, that I've always carried with pride, valga la redundancia. But now more than ever, I carry that and I make it known. I think it's a very important part of me.
Well, you make us super proud. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you. No, thank you guys.